Edwin Booth, Executive Chairman, Booth Stores. Well, I think the really important thing when you're following an entrepreneur, which subsequent generations of my family have, you've got to stay very true to the original idea. And the original idea in our particular instance centered on the sheer quality of food and drink that we sell, the way we sell it, the human values that go behind that. And I believe that it's possible to take an idea that was first put out, some 150 years ago, and present it in a modern way. And rather than try and reinvent the idea, reinvent the way in which the idea is expressed in the market. Using what I describe as a commando mentality. You know, the idea that you're a small team, you're a small business, a small unit, if you will, and because you're small, you're able to be swift. The communication lines are relatively short. You can make decisions quite quickly, and you can move quickly, and hopefully also you can deliver the idea in a very high quality and incisive way. I think it manifests itself through the custodianship, if you will, of the present generation, who carry the DNA of the business, if you will. And so it's quite important for us to communicate by various means to the key management teams throughout the business, you know, what the brand is all about, what the idea is about, and how it should be expressed in the modern way. It's not rocket science at the end of the day. It's a lot of common sense, and it's quality of communication and enough communication. Never presume that the people you're working with, and we have 3,000, all understand the idea. You've got to constantly tell the story all the time. And that means putting yourself about in the media, putting yourself about the business geographically as well, and making sure that, you know, everybody has access to you, and that people can ask you questions about it as well. It's not been all that difficult. It doesn't seem as if it's been that difficult. I mean, I think a lot of entrepreneurs would say to you that, you know, they enjoy what they do, and it's fun. And, you know, the challenge is addressing things which other people say can't be done or are too difficult. We've taken various strands centered today, shall we say, on local sourcing, provenance, on the climate change agenda, which is something which is very important to us, and where we are class leading in terms of the research that we've done and the various decision support tools that we put into the business. And all of these various strands, all these ideas are encapsulated in a document which actually, in 14 pages, documents quite succinctly how the business should be run, what the customers should expect of the business.